Just before 11 a.m. today, 19-year-old Darnell Arnold, a part-time chef and resident of Hattieville, was arraigned before Chief Magistrate Sharon Fraser for the weekend murder of Philmore King in that village. 26-year-old King was on the veranda to the second floor of his house, talking to a man believed to be Arnold. Another person would arrive shortly after to borrow a phone charger, and as he left the residence, a shot was fired, hitting King to the back of the head.
He was sitting on the veranda with one of his friends. I do believe it is his friend because he doesn't come out for anyone. And they were holding a conversation. And in a split second, he took a look at the TV. That's what I heard. He might have took a look at the TV, and then the same person that was sitting on the step gave him the shot in his head. Open a gate, walk up all the steps, sit down, hold a conversation, and then he can't sleep with that by mind. He had to have that plan out, and he just find the opportunity to do what he can't sleep with by mind.
Because it happened early in the morning.
Early in the morning, I got the calls. When I checked my phone, I got about 29 missed calls. After 7 minutes after 7, so then that means it had to happen between that time frame, like minutes to 7, before 7.
The incident occurred just after 7 a.m. on Saturday on Peter Lewis Street in Hattieville, and police responded within minutes and discovered 3 expended shells in the yard near the foot of the step to the upper flat. By then, however, the gunman had already escaped from the area.
Sometime around 7:45 a.m., police responded to shots being fired at Peter Lewis Street in Hattieville area. Upon arrival, police discovered the body of Philmore King on the veranda of his residence. He was suffering from gunshot wounds to the head. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
According to Tashina King, her brother never complained of his life being threatened or having any beef with anyone. The family is left in disbelief that their loved one would have been executed at his home, as his younger sister slept in the living room of the house.
He never complained of having any problems. And you can ask the whole village. He doesn't have a problem with anyone. He's just a nice guy. He's just a nice guy. Always want to give us hugs, kisses. It's just 3 of us. We were his world. Me, my little sister, and him. We spend most of our times together.
Why would anybody want to take your brother's life?
That's the question right there. Why? I don't have the answer. Only the person who did it has the answer.
But is Philmore's murder linked to a recent drug bust in Corozal, for which he and 3 others were charged? On April 6th, he, along with Blancanu Mardell, Michelle Bengochet, and Kenyon Lewis, was charged with importation of drugs, drug trafficking, and unlicensed ammunition after Corozal police intercepted 2 vehicles they were traveling in at the northern border. Almost 60 pounds of cannabis were stashed in 2 spare tires, and 28 rounds of .380 Aguila round of ammunition were also found. While police could not confirm whether both incidents are related, it is known that shortly after the murder, Arnold was detained.
The investigation did unearth enough evidence for him to be charged for murder.
Okay, now, in this case, we know that Philmore King had recently, probably only 6 weeks earlier, been charged for trafficking marijuana at the border. And obviously he was involved in that case. Might this be somehow related to with that case where he was accused of trafficking marijuana?
I don't have any information in regards to that, what you are indicating. So.
Okay, so it's a very a deliberate act because it's a fence yard. Somebody went all the way in, up on the veranda upstairs and killed him. Is there any indication that it's an execution then, but is there any indication why someone may have so sincerely or so eagerly wanted him dead, very dead?
I don't want to disclose the motive at this time.
Duane Moody for News 5.